Hi Bruce, Tim Archer here. A couple weeks ago, you expressed some interest in possibly having some work done to the website. And so, what I've done is over the last couple days, I ran some tests on the Samuels Construction website and really broke down the numbers for you and showed you kind of exactly where you stand compared to the competition. So what I'd like to do now is just walk you through those numbers and show you exactly what I can do for you as far as getting more traffic to your website and more customers into your business. So starting out, there are really four main sources for leads that come from the internet anyways. And what I like to focus on out of the top four is the local map pack, as well as a little bit out of the local organic results. If we look at Google's layout, just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about, whenever you search for any local-based service business, for example, here, solar installation in San Diego, but also remodeling in Beverly Hills, any service in any area, you're going to get these three types of results. At the top is the pay-per-click ads. This is how Google makes its money. And basically, whenever you click on one of these, the company that's listed is going to pay Google between either a few cents all the way up to $20 just for a click onto their website. Moving on, the local map pack, which I said is like where I like to focus. The map pack typically has the most trust from consumers, and research has shown that the majority of searchers actually do go to the map pack result almost 60% of the time when the maps are presented. And then finally, there's the organic search results, which are right below the map result, which with the new Google layout, they've just recently updated. Uh, Organic results are gaining some more popularity. So being listed in these results on the first page can be a huge bonus and really get you a lot of traffic in addition to being in that map spot. But taking a look at the map spot more closely, just how valuable is a map spot? So on Google, let's pretend I'm a consumer for a second and I'm looking to have my home remodeled or my kitchen remodeled in Beverly Hills. If I search for kitchen remodel Beverly Hills, bam, the first thing that shows up to me is these map results. Here, in this instance, the ads are actually to the side of the map results, so literally the first results that show up to the consumer is the local map pack. If they keep scrolling down, they're going to see organic results, so there's still some benefit to being listed down there. But again, map pack is going to be king, and there's really over a 60% chance that the consumer goes to one of these sites when they're searching for something locally. Same thing no matter where you are. If we change this from Beverly Hills to Santa Monica, same thing. These top three results, and I bet you if we look at kitchens on Montana, they're going to get a ton of web traffic and they've probably got no problem getting any business. So if we actually do take a look at those guys a little closer, as well as the other company that was on top for Beverly Hills, which was MDM Construction, um, you can see that as a result of being in those map spots, they've had respectively 98,000 views and 36,000 views onto their sites. So in terms of what that means as far as revenue goes, if we take a look at the numbers, now obviously this has some estimation in mind because I'm not exactly sure what your conversions rate is or how much revenue you're going to make off of a client, but let's assume that we average these two numbers out, so 36,000 and 98,000. That comes out to 67,000 views. If we say just a little under 1/3 of those views landed in actual visits to the website, then that means about 20,000 visitors have gone to these sites as a result of having those map spots. If we take those 20,000 visitors and say just 10% of those visitors actually call in to the businesses, then that means they've had 2,000 either calls or emails looking or with someone interested in their services. And then out of those 2,000 contacts, if even just zero point 0.1 of those contacts turn into clients, that means on average 200 clients have come into these businesses just as being a result of being listed in this map pack. And then if you carry out the math, on average, if your average kitchen remodel is 50 grand times 200 clients, that's around 10 million in top line revenue per map spot. So you can imagine if you've got 2 or 3 map spots secured for your business, then you're gonna be pulling in a lot of revenue just based on those spots alone. So moving on, taking a look at those spots more closely, how come they have MDM Construction and Kitchens on Montana have top spots, but how come Samuel's Construction does not? If we look at the top factors for why a business is listed in those map pack results, you can see besides having a physical address in the city of the search, which you obviously do, your business is based in Beverly Hills, you've got an address there, and that's the customer base you're looking to serve, so you've got that factor covered. If you look at the top 5, though, you can see these other 3 here, 3, 4, and 5, all have to do with what are called citations, or NAP, which are name, address, and phone number, which are just another name for citations. Citations basically are just a modern day version of a listing in a phone book. They are a local directory listing somewhere on the internet that lists your business's name, address, phone number, and website. And the more citations you have throughout the web, the more Google sees trust and authority in your website. And because Google wants to deliver the most relevant results to its searchers, the more Google trusts your website, the more likely it is to give you a map spot. So for citations, I'm sure you've seen some of these companies before. Each one has its own local listings directory where you can go in and submit your name, address, phone number, website for your business, and then it all points back towards your site. And like I said, the more citations you have, the more trust and authority Google is going to give your site. So actually, I've got a tool, it's called Bright Local, and it actually shows me how many citations your site has, as well as how much as the competition has and which ones are important in securing that map spot. So what I've done is actually ran the test on your site already, and what I found out was that you currently have 14 active citations for your business. If we take a look, these are all the current sites that are currently listing your business. As you can see, Home Advisor is one of them. Like I said, that's how I found you. And there's the whole list of 14. 14, unfortunately, is a pretty low number. If we go over to the potential citations tab, you can see that the competition has a total of 142 citations, so roughly 10 times the amount of citations that your business has. And you can see letter A here corresponds to MDM Customer Modeling, which is the business that we looked at, which has, I believe it was 40,000 views on their website. So this tool literally tells me every single citation throughout the web. This list keeps going and going and going that all the competitors have. So what I do for the businesses that I partner with is I go through and, well, first I match 1 for 1 exactly every citation that the competition has that you don't. So I go through and manually submit name, address, phone number, website to these directories, and then they've got your business information and they point that trust and authority back to Google. And then not only that, but I go one beyond just matching these guys, and then we outdo them so that we can grab that map spot and start stealing that search traffic from these competitors. So if MDM has 90 citations, then we're going to outdo them with at least 100. And that way you're going to steal that map spot, steal that search traffic, and get more clients, because that's what it's all about. So moving on, beyond citations, the other really important part of ranking is the organic results. Like I said, the results right below the map spot. Typically, since 60% of searchers go to the map spot, around 30% go to the organic results, leaving about 10% for the paid AdWords. Looking at why or how a business gets listed in the local organic results, again, it all goes back to the amount of authority your site has, so that Google knows that you're relevant to the results that you want to be listed for. Just to kind of give you some insight, Google makes money by providing relevant results to its searchers. If we're searching for a taxi cab in LA and we get search results that show us elephants, then obviously we're not going to use Google anymore, and Google's not going to make its money. So, how does your site have relevance and authority? There's a few different factors. One is actually, just before we even start this list, number one is having content that's relevant to what you want to be found for. As an example of how powerful content is, basically, if you search for anything on the internet, Wikipedia, I'm sure you've heard of Wikipedia, is going to show you, is going to be listed in the top couple results. Doesn't matter what the topic is, you can search for goat cheese, and I'll bet you when we search, yep, Wikipedia is number one. The reason that is because look at all of this relevant, authoritative content on goat cheese. I guarantee you, you can look pretty hard, but you're not going to find many more websites with more keywords relating to goat cheese than you are in Wikipedia. So like we discussed on the phone, we definitely do need to get you some content, some keyword researched content on the homepage. I know you said the whole rule of three thing. That's actually not really a steadfast rule. So whoever told you that, it's probably just spreading some internet gossip. But definitely we do need some content on the homepage as well as extra pages. But moving beyond content, the other way that Google knows or the other way that Google trusts in your site and gives it authority is in the amount of links that you have pointed into the site. You can see number 5, number 4, those both have to do with links, and then number 2 has to do with authority. Basically, the more links that you have pointed in, the more authority your site has. And a link is just basically a section of text on a website that when you click on that text, it takes you to another website. So the more links throughout the internet that when you click on that link, it takes you to samuelsconstruction.build, the more authority your site's going to have and the higher it's going to be listed in the search results, and then the more people are going to click on your website. And I actually do have a tool that shows me exactly how many links are pointed in towards your website. So if we take a look at samuelsconstruction.build on this tool, it's called Majestic, we can see that right now your site has one referring domain or one link, one website linking in towards your site. Now, one is good, it's better than none, but at the same time, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement there. If we take a look using the same test at MDM customer modeling, we can see they have 137 different domains or different sites linking into their website. And for that reason, MDM is going to be listed in all of the search results, and they're going to get tons of search traffic for people looking for remodeling in the Beverly Hills area. So if we want to steal that search traffic and steal those customers, what we need to do is build some links and point them in towards your site. That's easier said than done. You can attempt to partner with other businesses and have them link in towards your site, but that tends to be a pretty difficult process. So that's another thing I can have done for you besides citations and content is link building. I actually have a network that has a whole list of sites that are willing to basically point a link in towards your site and give you that trust, that authority, and show you in the first page of the search result. So, as far as expansion goes, what I would recommend is, well, first, I might actually recommend a new domain for your site. Reason being, I've never seen a .build domain be listed in the organic results. So that's totally up to you, but I would suggest maybe considering purchasing a new domain name and getting it hooked up to the site with a .com extension, just because, like I said, I've only ever seen .coms, .orgs, and a few .nets in the search results. I've never seen a .build or anything else listed on the first page. But beyond domain, I would like to build out area pages with basically keyword researched content that's going to show some relevance to the search engines. I'd like to build out citations for your business. That's something you could look into having done for yourself, but they are pretty time consuming and pretty expensive. And with the amount that you need build, I would definitely recommend having a professional handle it. I'd like to build out backlinks so we can give some more authority and trust to your site. Like I said, right now you've got one backlink. MDM Custom Remodeling has 137, so we've got some work to do there. And finally, if you're interested, I would like to discuss having lead gen sites built for you so we can capture additional map spots in addition to the one that you already have with Samuel's Construction. But that's something we can talk about down the road. So Bruce, hopefully you've learned a couple things here that can be of use to you. And I hope that we can do business together because I really think there's a lot of ways I can help you out and start to grow your business as far as the amount of customers you're getting from your website. So give me a call after you've watched this and we can talk details. Thanks, Bruce.